Okay, this is the first time I've tried to cobble together a video while at the actual fishing spot, so that's what's going to happen here. Nothing fancy, trust me. Okay, this is one of the things that I've searched for whenever we've come here. I caught one last year, and this year going to have to look at again because, oh, by the way, that's my friend who wants to eat it. He never did get to, but I did finally get another landing of a little milkfish. Hardest things on earth to cook. They take algae and that's it. So I've kind of found a fly that a little bit works since I hooked a couple of other ones too, but this is the only one I landed. Pretty quick, you'll get a little bit of a close-up of them. They're very, very strong. This is a very small fish, but it was a treat of the trip almost. The treat of the trip is going to show up on the next video that pops up tomorrow. Okay, slowing it down. Here comes that little guy, and he's a milkfish. Next one's going to be one of the many bonefish we caught this day. In fact, I had probably played a dozen of them before 9:30 in the morning. It's almost too easy, and that we don't really like either. We actually had some good weather this day, and the weather the next day was lousy, but this was pretty darn good, and the fish were decent. And there's our little friend who wants to eat something, but he can't possibly eat a bonefish this large. So he was with my side all the way. He's kind of like a puppy dog. Um, he really wanted me to feed him something, but I didn't hook anything. Even the smallest fish I caught were too big for this guy. So we'll get a nice release. This is a nice fish too. It's probably about 5 pounds or so. About the sizes that they run here. Here's the flight from Victoria Mahe to the island. Little puller jumper. We got a late start as we left the island, so we didn't get in exactly when we wanted to either. Usually we get a little bit of fishing in Saturday afternoon, but this time it wasn't meant to be. But we got off the island in fine shape. It's about 400 kilometers south to Alphonse. That's looking out at the island through the window, if you can see it. And here we're about to come into a landing at Alphonse. Moving over the reef right now. Pretty soon we'll hit the lone landing strip there. There we touch down. And shortly we'll be heading back the runway to the greeting area, which is that building right back there. After that, we pop out and are greeted by most of the management crew at the resort. That's Scott, that's Allison, and I don't know the black gentleman's name, but I can't remember it anyway. So we hop on our little go-karts and head up to the main lodge where we get a little coconut to drink and then sign our waivers, and then immediately went to lunch. We were starving, so we had a great lunch. It's a beautiful place, and after lunch I got settled in and then headed back out again. More bone fishing. What can you ask for? What's better than that? We've caught a number of other species on the island. I would guess we're up to about 40 at this point. They're not quite as much fun as the bonefish, the trevally, and the other big exotics. We don't like the barracuda at all because we lose flies to them. So we hop on the bike and head to a new spot. It's about 3 miles around the island on a very nice path that goes through the coconut groves. Okay, here we are again. And this is another one of the little odd species. They live out there with the bonefish. They actually feel like them for a little bit, but they're far undersized. Here's a quick peek around the bungalow that we have when we stay there. They're very, very, very comfortable. Nicely set up. A sunken tub that I never use. A couple of sinks. The bivvy. And then we go out back to our favorite place, which is the outdoor shower. It's also got a hanger where we can do some clothes washing. Really nice little places and well taken care of all the time, too. Then we're back on the bike again, heading out for late afternoon fishing. Weather's still nice. You can see the sunshine. This fish was a dandy, except for the ones that you'll see in the video that shows up tomorrow and the next day. This was a good fish. It's probably about 7 pounds or so, which is really good size for a bone. I judge them by their eyes usually. This one probably had quarter-sized eyes. I've hooked a couple that have 50-cent piece eyes, and we caught one today that has dollar eyes, silver dollar sized eyes. So there's a lot of difference in the way those things turn out. Here's an oddity. This is a yellow margin triggerfish, a very tiny one. And there's the house gecko. We call him Gordon after the movie. But they take good care of the bugs. Went out at night just to finish up. You know, you can't have too much fishing. So I went out on the point, which is called Point Dot. Later on, I caught some very large fish off here, but not this evening. It's just, it's a very pleasant evening, however. So let's see if anything happens here. Yep, I think I get a strike and I land something. It's a little bit odd. It's not one of the favorite species that we get here, but it's a beautiful little colored fish, and we'll take those oddities any day and enjoy them. So that's pretty much the end of the first day. But out and back, when I was having happy hour, guess what? That bowl is what you're usually supposed to clean your feet in after you get out of the ocean. Our local Aldabra tortoise came by, tipped it over, and actually drank all the water out of it. I mean, there must have been 2 or 3 gallons of water in the thing.